How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another BLADE-OSOPHY video, and today let's play a game, shall we? Indulge me. Let's play the game of who dictates the price. And it sounds interesting. Well, let's see. We got a wonderful and very not only traditional but a classical, the Buck 110. This is made in wood and brass. Don't remember the name of the wood. It's a dark, almost black wood. Love it. It's fantastic and beautiful. The steel, I think it was 440. Well, 400 something. This blade has stood the test of time. It's a lock back. It's a two-hand opener. It's a heavy folder. It's the ground on this, the grinding on this is concave with a gorgeous, very thin switch on top. This, if it hasn't changed, it was still made in the US of A. Around, let's see if I can put my finger on it, but it was around 55, let's say $50, around there. So who dictates the price? When we have a classical knife that stood the test of time, yeah, you have to resharpen it. Yeah, it's going to hold the edge as a 440. Let's just say 440 for the sake of it. It might be wrong, might be 420, whatever. But has stood the test of time, of quality, and a hard use and simple use, and then again, now we call something like this a budget knife. Yeah, it's got design. It's got a different steel, Nitro V, designed by Farrell and Forge, produced by We, I think, or CVV, one of those. It is different. It has a wonderful finger choil there. It's how thin? Thinner is it? It's almost the same. It might be a less than a millimeter thinner than this one. Behind the edge, yeah, that's going to be, well, I have it right here. So let's see. 2.8 millimeters, 2.7 millimeters right there. Let's see. 2.7 millimeters. Okay, behind the edge. 0.2. Let me see where it's. Yeah, 0.2, 0.1, maybe 0.1.5 millimeters. Let's see. 2.7 millimeters. Well, I don't remember. It just did this. 2.8. There we go. 2.7. It's the same thickness. Overall thickness. 2.7 millimeters and 0.3 There we go. 0.2, is that right? Oh my God. Let me see. It's gotta be wrong. 2.3 millimeters. So it's gonna be about, if that one is one, this is as twice as thick as the what's the name of this one? Well, whatever. The thing is, the important thing is, this is still behind the edge is thin. It's 0.3 millimeters. They have both the same thickness, and it's weird, but it is. It's just oh my God. And this is just there's no script. I've been thinking about this the whole day, and and I do write a few notes or things, but I just go naturally with this. Otherwise, there won't be any video for today. But anyways, the thing is, and the question is, who dictates the price? To me, this is a budget knife, and this is a great freaking budget knife. This is a good knife, but it's not a budget knife. Not $4.90. And we just gotta try to be objective. I'm not saying I dislike this knife. There is one thing I do dislike about this knife, and I will tell you. But who dictates? And let's not go to the market. Let's take a step deeper, okay? This thing is, the construction is stainless steel, skeletonized to economize, and yeah, not only money, but weight. G10, and it has this like smoked, nice, very nice smoked finish with this fuller that helps to open, flick open both ways. The thing I don't like about this folder is the liner lock doesn't have any jimping, and so sometimes it's kind of, you know, you have to get your thumb right in and really try to make the effort to catch the damn thing, and that is just horrible for me. I hate that. I hate that about that this blade. But this is being called now a budget knife. Around $90 against 50 or $60 or 55. This is a classic. They don't have the same steel. This has better steel if the heat treatment is correct. This has better materials, brass that will age fantastically, as it has, and this ebony wood, which is a very high class wood. This is just stainless steel and G10. Let's keep in mind, it's a game. Who dictates the price? Then we go to another budget knife. QSP Penguin. Micarta handles, construction in stainless steel as well. D2 steel, and liner lock as well. This thing is, and I have seen this used, I've used mine a bit, but since it's the commemorative of the 1000K, I don't use it as much. I will though, but haven't gotten to it. But some of my students have used this, and really hardcore. They have surprised myself. They surprised me a lot of how tough, how much they've abused their knives, and they've stood the test of really tough use. And this goes for around $30, if I remember correctly. Again, who dictates the price? Economic budget knife, $30, $90, because the designers, what? I don't have anything against these guys. All I've heard is good stuff about them, and I do love their designs, most of them. Like I said, the only thing I dislike about this knife is it doesn't have any jimping here, which I will do myself with my Dremel some way. I don't care if I scratch it up. Basically I bought this because of the steel to test on diamond paste. That's it. So, and then we jump to a traditional with high carbon steel and bone handles, and very well put together and wonderful and beautiful. I love these things. And around $115 if you're able to get one. Who dictates the price? Classic, traditional. This is a tough blade, tough knife, but is not as safe as this one. Perhaps it might be, I don't know. This doesn't seem like it's going to take a lot of beating, you know. This one will, I know for sure. This one will, I know for sure. But these two are not gonna take a beating, and they're not so safe. So can you see the pattern here? And then we take a big jump, 10 jumps to be exact, from this guy to this guy. Cost 10 times more. Better steel. More or less pretty close ergonomics, if you can see here. Pretty close ergonomics. And titanium, CPM 20 CV, frame lock. Oops. Thickness. This is a tough guy. 0.4 millimeters, and behind the edge 0.5, 0.4, 0.5. So it's pretty thick, but still this thing cuts well. It just cuts so well. Let me see if that wasn't the best example. There we go. There we go. It's just a pretty good, yeah, it's not gonna slice like this one or this one, of course, or this one. But it does its job extremely well, and it'll stand any abuse you throw at it better than the other four. And we can change the knives here. So it doesn't matter. I can have a Strider or the Zabenza, and then we can have a Spyderco and a Benchmade or whatever. The game is who dictates the price. Because, for example, this is an $80, $90 knife. This is a budget knife. A modern budget knife, let's say. S35 VN, G10 handles, good G10 handles, a backlock, a strong triad backlock, pretty strong from whatever point you look at it, and this is going to take all the abuse you want. The flat grind is okay. I did prefer the hollow grind before, but it's going to cut well. It's not going to be a slicer like this one, but they are the same price. And you're telling me that these three are budget knives and this one isn't? And now these are all cold steels, at least the American Lawman and the Recon one are, their prices are changing. I don't know, man. Who dictates the price? Gets you thinking. Gets me thinking. And I think a lot about the prices. I think about quality, and I think about the brand, the name. And I think about the use. How many years have these knives been used? It doesn't have any special steel, and yet grandfathers inherited these knives to their sons. And even I've heard a couple of stories of sons inheriting, well, from grandfather to father and then from father to son. Of course, the edges are a little bit less or a whole lot less, but still 2-3 generations. No special steel, no super steel. From I don't remember, man, from 40 to 60 bucks. No, 40 is too low, I think. It's from around 50 bucks. Around 50 bucks. This is a great knife for 50 bucks. Yeah, it's not going to be as comfortable because it doesn't have a darn clip on it. Yeah, many things. I'm not trying to bash on any because I love them all. All of them are part of my collection. And I try and use them all as much as I can. But I want to establish a point here that I mentioned in last video, I think, and that was about greed. And how one of the things that I do think Lynn Thompson hit on the dot, or well, don't remember the expression. was the pricing of his tools, of his knives. It was pretty good. We were getting pretty good materials and dependable and quality. We all know about the heat treatment on cold steel for a good price. But now someone is raising the bar, and they have been raising the bar more notably from 2 years ago. And so, who's in charge? Who dictates the price? And who allows this to happen? Because that I can tell you, we do. We pay for this. And what if we came together and thought a little bit more and compare and share information? What if we strengthen the community? What if we say, this is a good price for what we're getting? This is a good price for what we're getting. This is a bit too much. Or let me see what's around here. This is a good price for what we're getting. Excellent price for what we're getting. Right? I think so. Here we go. This is too much. Love this knife. You guys know, I love this knife. But this is too much for what we're getting. This was a gift, a birthday gift, but and I love it. This was I think the second production. Anyways, when I got it, it was like, I don't even remember the price, but it was a fair price, I think. And now, is it fair, the price that people are paying for it? I don't think so. So again, who dictates the price? And the quality? And the quality control? And the customer service? Because I may say, this is worth every penny just because of the customer service. Of course, this is a great knife. Of course, I think it's a bit too expensive, because others have also set the bar at a decent level. Who? Here we go. None other than Doug Ritter and Hogue. Buck. How long has Buck been around? Cold steel. And everything has changed now. Let's hope they are smart enough to keep that business plan and not try to raise the bar as many others. So I'm just thinking, and you know, each one has their good prices. This is a great offer for the price, just in the size of the thing and the way it's put together and how it feels. And yeah, it came pretty dull. I had to sharpen it a bit, but that even happens with customs. And I will talk about that with a custom knife I received, the Malone Knives Nesmuk. that came also dull. But anyways, see, it happens even with customs, which shouldn't. But who dictates the price and who accepts the price? So that's something we should all think about, I think, because it is in our power to do something about it. If the heat treatment is adequate for that steel, or if it isn't, you know, if the materials are worth the whole piece and they are well done and well put together, you know. So let's end this game for today of who dictates the price and what we should do about it. Well, I I can keep on going and going. I just hope you guys have a fantastic week, and let's open up the dialogue and respectfully and appropriately talk about it. We are a community and we should strengthen our community and not companies. We should look out for each other and share our information and help out each other. And, you know, it's sad to see many things going around and seeing how easily we can be manipulated. And I don't like that. So, and I think that sharing information is an antidote for that. It's part of the recovery. So that's it for today, guys. I'm sorry it took me so long, but anyways, have a great week. Professor EDC out.